If this Backrooms movie explains too much, it's already cooked. I'm serious. The Backrooms is scary because you're not supposed to know what's happening. The second somebody starts explaining the lore, like,
well, actually, this dimension was created by emotional trauma and abandoned office furniture.
Like, if that happens, I'm out. I'm done. I'm done with the movie. I'm walking out of the theater because now it's not horror, right? Now it's a PowerPoint with carpets installed, okay? That's what it really is now. Really quick, this is Pay Your Rant, where fun meets facts, and if something ain't adding up, we're gonna rant about it. So pay your rant by subscribing right now because there's plenty more to come and I don't want you to miss it. Now let's get back into the video. Let's get straight to the problem here. The Backrooms works because it feels wrong, right? Not a monster is chasing you wrong, not like a haunted doll in the basement wrong. I mean wrong like, why does this hallway feel like I've been here before but I know I haven't? That's the scary part, all right? It feels familiar and impossible at the same time. So if this movie tries to explain every little thing, it's lost the sauce, okay? I don't need a scientist telling me why the lights are buzzing. They're buzzing just because they want to, right? I don't need a flashback explaining where the wallpaper came from. I don't need somebody saying the back room chooses people who are emotionally lost. No. Let it be weird, okay? Let it be uncomfortable. Let it feel like reality accidentally left the door open. It's the type of uncomfortable horror this thing is supposed to bring to the viewer. Now, don't get me wrong. A24 being involved is both good news and dangerous news because A24 can make a horror feel expensive, weird, and uncomfortable. They're good at that. But A24 can also give you a movie where a man stares at a wall for about 17 minutes straight and somebody online will guarantee you that you didn't understand the themes. And it's like, no, I understand and I understood. I was just bored. I'm sorry. And with the Backrooms, that balance really matters, okay? This movie has to be slow enough to feel unsettling, but not so slow that I feel like I'm watching somebody give me a tour of like an abandoned office building. I do not want that. There's a thin line, people, between liminal horror masterpiece and bro got lost in like a carpet store or something like that. And I need them to stay on the right side of things. A24, I need you guys to understand the mission, okay? The Backrooms should not feel like a regular movie location. It should feel like the movie itself is broken, like the characters stepped somewhere that they were never supposed to step in the first place. No dramatic music every 5 seconds, okay? No obvious monster reveal that comes probably way too early. No clean explanation of anything, okay? Just space, empty rooms, buzzing lights, hallways that don't make sense, okay? A place where every turn makes you feel like you probably shouldn't have turned that way. That's how you should feel when you're watching this movie, like you're there and you're probably going to make the same decisions that the character in the movie is making. That's fear. That's the fear that you need, because once you make the Backrooms too organized, it stops being scary anymore. And if the characters are pulling out maps and saying,
according to the layout, I'm such and such and such next to this dimension.
No. There should be no layout. No layout at all. The layout should be disrespectful. The building should be like gaslighting everybody. It should be telling and showing one person one thing and telling and showing another person another thing. It should be completely confusing. We should be confused as the viewer as well. We shouldn't get it either, you know? And here's another problem. The Backrooms worked online because it was a short, strange mystery. You watched it and your brain filled in the blanks, right? That was part of what it was. You kind of put yourself in there and kind of figured it out. That's why it stuck so long. But a full movie has to stretch that out. You know what I mean? Now, you need characters, you need a story, you need motivation, like a beginning, a middle, you know, and an end. That's how, you know, stories work. And that's where a lot of the internet horror falls apart, right? Like, because some ideas are scary because they're brief, because it's like, It's there and then it's not, right? It doesn't give you too much. You can scare somebody with a hallway for 3 minutes, you know what I mean? But for 90 minutes?
I don't think so, guys.
That hallway better have range, like a lot of range. That wallpaper better act itself. It better have a voice, you know what I mean? That carpet better give an Oscar-worthy performance if you're just going to shoot that hallway for 90 minutes, okay? 3 minutes, fine. 90 minutes, not so good.
No bueno.
Now, I will give credit where credit is due. They reportedly built a massive backroom set, and that sounds crazy in the best kind of way, because if you're making this movie practical, the space matters, right? The audience needs to feel like the actors are actually lost somewhere, you know what I mean? Not just standing in front of a green screen pretending the walls are traumatizing to them, you know what I mean? But that also raises expectation. When people know that you have a 30,000 square foot building that these actors are actually going into, it raises things a bit. The stakes get higher. If you build a huge backroom set, then I need to feel properly trapped, okay? I need to feel confused. I need to feel like I walked into the wrong room in the theater and now I can't leave. That's what it should feel like to me. You don't get to build a giant nightmare office maze and then give me regular hallway tension.
No.
I paid for more than that. I came for more than that. That's like buying a whole grill and still microwaving the hot dog. Do you understand?
You understand what I'm saying?
It's stupid. What's the point of it? Now, the best thing this movie has going for it right now is Kane, right? The creator is involved in this, directly involved. That matters because he understands the tone. He understands how to make this work visually. And if he's putting his 2 cents in there, it's going to make sense visually. He understands the silence. He understands that the back room is not supposed to feel like a regular horror franchise. So this is not, here comes the monster, everybody run. This is, why does this empty room feel like it knows I'm here? That's harder to pull off, though. I will tell you that, Kane. That's going to be a lot harder to pull off. I fear for him directing. You know what I mean? At the same time, I'm glad that he's co-directing because it kind of gives me hope. But it also puts pressure on the movie, too, because it has to be good. It has to recreate that internet short feeling that he gave us, right? Fans are not just going to be coming into this movie and watching it through and just praising it because he's involved, right? He has to actually give us the back rooms he created. He has to give us that feeling that we had when we first saw that YouTube video. And that's going to be way harder to deliver when you have to do it for 90 minutes. So the reported story involves someone entering this strange dimension to find a missing person, right?
That can work.
It gives the movie a reason to move, I guess, but they have to be careful with that because if the human drama takes over too much of this movie, the back rooms will start to feel like background decorations, and we don't want that. We want the back rooms to be the entity itself, and that would be a mistake if they started to do that. I don't want the movie to turn into, can she save her parents and also confront her past at the same time kind of thing. No disrespect, but I came here for impossible rooms, anxiety, and architecture. That's what I came for, man. That's the niche of the movie. The characters should make the fear stronger, all right? They shouldn't get in the way of the movie. They should not explain the fear away. The back room should still be the star, not the side character with bad lighting.
I don't want that.
Okay? This movie lives or dies on sound. If the sound design is right, a quiet hallway can be terrifying, I'm telling you guys. And, well, anyone who knows the series knows that, right? But if it's wrong, it's just somebody walking through an ugly wallpaper hallway. And nobody is paying movie theater prices, the way they are now, for that. Does the Backrooms movie suck? I'm hoping not yet. But it has one major problem. The thing that makes it scary is also the easiest thing to ruin. It's the easiest thing to mess up. If they keep it strange, quiet, confusing, and uncomfortable, this could be special. This could be an all-time classic. But if they over-explain it, if they turn it into like a monster maze where something's always chasing you, if they give the Backrooms a full emotional backstory, then yeah, this movie's gonna suck, and it's gonna suck bad. And that's the rant. I want to thank you guys for coming so much. I want to thank you guys for watching the video all the way through. If you liked the video, please give it a like. It means a lot to me. If you guys want to subscribe in this video, it would mean the world to me. Thank you so much as we grow. There's more videos like this on the channel. Go ahead and check it out. There's more to come, obviously. And remember, if you found that you've fallen into like a different dimension where you have ugly wallpaper and carpet everywhere, you still have to pay your rent.